Hello everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. I'm very sorry about the abrupt ending in the last one. Someone actually rang my doorbell, and I got really spooked because I wasn't expecting anybody, so I had to stop and run down there and see who it was. I'm actually doing this 10 minutes after the fact. I am so sorry. Sometimes those things happen and it just gets you out of the mood. I'm very sorry to stop here, but now we're still going on. We're actually defending Phoenix as Mia. This is unreal to me still. And now we're talking about all this crap. This guy in his hair. Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. So we're talking about the broken thing. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this? Do you, Phoenix? Do you? This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks. Well, what?
What is that? I'm so sorry about your Excuse me, I have to screen capture this for a minute. Pardon me for 1 second. Well, that's my new desktop now. RIP. Oh, Grossberg. What really happened? Okay. I think they were saying the bottle of medicine was broken from the electric shock. I think that's what it was. That was a really weird part, because I didn't get it because the damn doorbell rang. I'm so sorry. Oh, this music again. I'm still not used to this, but it's so cool every time I hear the different music. I really like it, though. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different than the testimony you gave previously.
It is. Oh dear. You're right, Phoenix. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. I don't find your hair very credible.
Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright. Don't tell any more lies. Yeah, really. Way to make it hard for us, Phoenix. Jeez. Alright, what really happened? I'm gonna do my dominant strategy. You guys ready? I went because he called me. Alright, tell me about that. Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But that day, he called me up and he told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. How did he have your number?
And this Dolly person is...
Judge, are you an idiot? Come on, man. It's the cute girl, look. It's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart.
What? What was that for, Mia?
What happened? What? Did you just rip your pants? What was that just now? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Oh. Wow, she's got a little bit of a franny in her, eh? Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. God, I forgot. Oh God, I'm so sorry about everything. This is gonna be the worst. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. That doesn't make any damn difference. So what? People break up and go out with other people all the damn time.
So it's one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
No, it wasn't. They'd already broken up. That doesn't make it a love triangle. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. Okay. Was it Mr. Swallow who went to the kitchen? I've got to stop doing this, you guys. This is serious. Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist? I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
Ho, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details? Oh, about the timing of the meeting, about the pharmacology department, or forget about it. Forget about it. What would I want to ask about? He seems to know a lot about this because he was there. Is that what we want to ask him about? It's certainly not forget. And the timing of the meeting seems weird too, but it could just be... I have a feeling if I ask this one, it's gonna just be like,
oh, well, that's when he got out of class.
I wonder if this is one of those situations where I can ask them both. Alright. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. That's right! Mia, you're so smart. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere. High-voltage cables? Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high-voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Are those the ones we saw in the picture? Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, we gotta get back to court records so I can look at something. Well, I guess we could look now, but still. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 o'clock we split up. Okay. I have a feeling about something. So, what was it you were talking about? Hang on a minute. Is this the one? There's the lines. They do look a bit low, don't they? Oh, yeah. The first thing that sticks out to me by looking at this is the umbrella. And look, it's all messed up. Was he holding it? Was it all an accident? Okay, let's keep that in the back of our minds. You know? Oh, then maybe we should hang out again sometime. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. Then later when I went back, I found him lying there. Alright. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? Yeah, why did you, Phoenix? Well, I thought maybe we could make up. That's a lie. No one's believing that bulldoggy. Not even the judge, who believes anything. Oh, there he goes. Maybe he sneezes when he lies or something. Maybe that's like a nervous tick. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. Nope. Taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. Right? It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. Okay, is that gonna come into play? Lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Right. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the 2 of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Oh, that sounds good, Phoenix.
Oh, but why did you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, wait, what? Mia, what are you doing? Is she jealous? Does she like Phoenix secretly? Aw, well, in that sweater, I can't see how. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. I mean, to be fair, you are a large target. I mean, you couldn't possibly miss. Wait, what?
I think that's enough for now.
Wait, no, it's not.
So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of the death, and then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
What? What do you mean? Heh. I knew it was too much work for a little girl. I'm not that little. I'm actually bigger than you, in certain areas. Wait, what?
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor? What is it? How the murder was carried out, of course. Oh. It has to be an accident. There's really nothing pointing to anything other than that, especially with that umbrella the way it is, huh?
Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Because there really isn't one, to be fair, not technically. Well, that is, you're correct, Your Honor. That's right. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? Hey, look, I did that one without laughing. It If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Sounds gross. Establish the murder method. Okay. Your Honor,
Yes, Miss Faye?
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up till now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Of course I know that. Actually, I'd totally forgotten about that. Oh, Mia? What the hell, man?
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got.
Pardon me? Oh, yeah, the evidence. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Well, we don't have the umbrella as evidence, but we do have it in the photo. It's either that, or maybe we have to... What do we point to? The umbrella? Probably the power lines would be my first guess, because I have a feeling that the umbrella alone, they're going to be like, what was it, stabbed with it or something? Like, it's probably going to be that stupid, huh? As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What?
I mean, it is pretty obvious. Look at, there's like a sparking line.
But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail.
Oh, fine. Where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon? Oh, I'm good. Yeah, it's gotta be this, right? This thing. Yeah. Come on. How do you not see that? Well, naturally, it's right here.
That's... What is that?
What? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable?
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of the death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was...
No way, it was an accident. Come on. Oh no, Hank Hill ass is back.
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof.
What do you mean?
Irrefutable proof that will establish Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
Ah, you mean?
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
No way. There's no way that happened.
Order, that's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
You've been done a long time.
Mr. Grossberg.
My hemorrhoids never lie.
This guy for real?
The show is over, Mia.
I'm not gonna give up. Just because you want to sit your ass down on some kind of donut or something.
I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor. Wait, did we fuck up? Uh-oh.
At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in the case.
Yeah, hold it. Jesus, don't do this to me, game. It's too early for this.
Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. Yeah, Phoenix, come on. But I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Oh, this music, yeah. Oh, Phoenix. Oh, darling, bless. Miss Faye. No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end. Come on, Phoenix. Oh, shut up, Donald Duck. What the hell are you gonna say now?
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
No, there is. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright? I'll tell you what really happened. Oh, come on.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further...
He keeps interrupting him. I did it. Oh. Phoenix, really? I admitted I pushed him. It's my fault. It's my fault that Doug Swallow is dead. Was it an accident, Phoenix? What happened? Oh my god, this crazy bit music again. It's pretty neat. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. Right, we saw this in the beginning. Because that was them arguing. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying. Is he trying to warn him about something? Is she crazy? Or is he jealous? Something you need to know about that girl. Oh, so he probably said a bit of a bad word about her, and he got mad, and he pushed her. He probably didn't see that the thing was behind him. Oh, Phoenix, it was an accident, was it? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay. It's okay. I think. Oh, it's not okay, is it?
What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes. I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think that I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
Please. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. You really did push the victim?
Brr, brr, it feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem shit.
Oh my god. Wait, I gotta screen cap this. This is amazing. This is the best thing I've ever seen. Write that on my tombstone, please. When I pushed the victim, okay. Jesus, Phoenix, come on now. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. Alright. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. He probably didn't see the wire back there, did he? At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. No. The wire was fine. But when he pushed him, the guy was holding an umbrella, and that's what caught on the wire, broke it, and electrocuted him, didn't it? I wonder if that's what it was. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just laying there, dead. Oh dear, Phoenix.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Miss Faye? Let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Great. Yes, Your Honor. Does that mean I can't push what I need to? Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. Alright. When I push the victim. Okay. That guy he was talking about Dolly. Find out about this? So what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. What?
What? Is that all?
Yep. Oh my, Phoenix! Why is Phoenix so dolty?
Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Anyway, after he said that, I just... Okay. Lost my temper and gave him a shove. Alright. Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail? That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. And he pushed him. Boom! I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. Ugh, and he fell. And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen? Right, there was nothing like that at all. Oh, okay.
But it's possible that you merely overlooked it.
Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt. Whoa, I thought it said something else. I thought that said ass hat.
I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness.
That moment, I heard some kind of loud noise, which would lead me to believe that something right then happened. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
Was it for sure? You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Oh, okay. Ask for more details or leave it alone. Alright, let's try it. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Aha! Could it have been? Yes, could it have been? Hurry and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. Aha! Here we go.
That could be very important.
He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Fay? What do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Is it important? I think so. This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Ha! How perfectly fitting flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
Not as flimsy as that hairpiece you're wearing, though, boy.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. Wait a minute, no he didn't. Wait, no! Wait, it just occurred. Hang on. Can I just look at this, please? If he fell on it, then why is it like that? Oh, wait, do we have to present this? He's lying right now. That's not right. Or is he lying? Boink? Oh, shoot. Good thing I caught that. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on. If I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look. Look at this crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
No!
Oh my god, his hair. Oh my god.
Order, order, order! The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
Oh, we've got the umbrella. All right.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
Not if it was underneath him, though. What does it say? Owned by the victim, found broken near electrical pole at the crime scene. Okay. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
But
I know the matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No!
Oh, God. Oh, what's happening now?
Come on, Judge. Help me out.
However, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown into the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
Oh, we've got Phoenix's testimony, alright.
Well done, Bill. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
What's he up to? Let me guess, you have another witness. Oh no.
Exactly, and this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is this witness?
It's the girl, isn't it?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Of course.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing.
Why are we just hearing about this now?
That's right, she was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
Oh my god, Hank Hill ass is really upsetting, actually.
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Mia, what are we gonna do? Oh, ooh, that hair flip, girl! Who does your hair? Bad news, you couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that?
You just mind your own hemorrhoids. Don't worry about what I'm doing over here. I'm here to win.
I think this is a good point for us to stop. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Like I said, guys, I'm sorry if this seems awkward. Oh, we're not stopped yet. When do we get our break? We need a break. Alright. Oh, Phoenix. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. Whoa, what's this music? This is cool. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts.
But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life, huh? I can't believe Phoenix is this crazy about a girl. Oh, it's so cute. Would you mind telling me about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Alright. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Oh, isn't she precious? Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, oh, are you now, Phoenix? One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. She does look awful cute and nice, doesn't she? As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. Look at this thing. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. It's a weird, it looks like a girly necklace, but I guess Phoenix likes it, so that's all that matters. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off, but before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this.
So she gave it to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, all right. Makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want her to share my happiness with the whole world. Dahlia's present, okay. Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
But a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
Shut up, you never got a present from a girl. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you said they took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some relationship between these two cases, am I correct?
What's going on here? A newspaper clipping? Let me look at that. Hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. Hang on, let's look at that thing. Well, first let's look at this. Alright. And what is this? An article from 8/28 almost 8 months ago. What does it say? Murder in the courthouse. Very little information is being disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Wasn't her, was it? Uh-oh. Oh. Well, we're gonna have to find out in the next one, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Like I said, I'm sorry if this bugs anyone out, but for continuity's sake, I'm gonna try my best to keep things at around 30 minutes. You know, story permitting. We'll have to see how it goes. Just because it's easier for me to edit and it saves my voice a little bit, and then it keeps it kind of continuous throughout the whole series if we can. Like I said, if something really important happens, I won't shut it off right at the important part. I wouldn't do that to you guys. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am so far, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!